The other day, whilst having a good old browse through the Terraria wikis as you do, I came across a section of miscellaneous tools I completely forgot existed. And so today, I figured it would be an awesome idea to take a look at a handful of my most obscure findings that I'm positive some of which you either won't have used before, or didn't know of its entire existence. And who knows, maybe we'll find some hidden gems on the way. Before we jump into it though, if you enjoy these types of videos, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, as it truly helps out the channel. Okay then, let's jump into this thing. First up, we have potentially the most practically useful of today's picks, the Gravedigger's Shovel. This is a good one. Basically, the Gravedigger's Shovel is an extremely early game uber pickaxe that can only mine certain soft tiles, which in certain biomes like the snow and jungle isn't even that much of a problem. And with the most challenging part of its crafting recipe being the fact you need to be in a graveyard biome, which can be formed by placing 5 or more gravestones together. After that, you very simply need to combine 12 iron and 3 wood and anvil to get this thing. And man, when I said this thing was better than a pickaxe, I wasn't kidding. Not only mining at faster speeds than most, but also clearing out an entire 3x3 area at once, which is something not even total endgame tools can do. As mentioned though, there is one massive catch, with only being able to mine tiles you can see here, including all variants of ash, clay, sand, dirt, mud, silt, slush, snow, and shell, which isn't all that much. But you know, even if you find its digging abilities underwhelming, weirdly, its offensive abilities are unironically good, giving you a weapon comparable to the tungsten broadsword, but with greater range and auto swing. Not bad at all. Next up, we actually have a tool which on the surface looks the same, but is functionally completely different, the Rubble Maker. This is an interesting one. Basically, the Rubble Maker is designed to allow you to place previously unplaceable ambient objects you see throughout your world. This works by consuming items in your inventory and converting them into a series of objects which can be cycled through by using the activate button to change the size and the up and down buttons to change the type of rubble. Obviously, such tool is entirely designed for builders, offering no further function. However, with rubble objects being available for a whole lot of different biomes and styles, you can pretty much find anything you'd ever want to decorate your builds with, in order to enhance your creativity throughout the game. And well, when I do say throughout the game, I actually mean throughout hard mode and beyond, as the Rubble Maker will only be sold by a Goblin Tinkerer for 25 gold after the Wall of Flesh has been defeated. Oh, and also, something quite cool I found with the Rubble Maker is how it can actually consume enchanted swords to create a shrine. So if you were looking for a better way to flex these without using boring old item frames, the Rubble Maker is for you. Next up, we have a tool that's actually been in the game since 1.2, but I hardly see anyone utilize to its full potential. Just the regular old sickle. Now, with it being simply sold by the merchant for 60 silver at the start of the game, I'm going to assume most of you knew of its existence. However, maybe you didn't know just how amazing it can be early on. You see, the sickle can be used to collect hay blocks from tall grass throughout your world, which is pretty boring on its own. But you know, other than the target dummies hay can make, which is great for testing weapons, you can actually build fully valid housing with hay by crafting it into walls and a workbench. And although there aren't hay variants for anything else, the amount of time and resources this saves you in the early game is unreal, all while keeping your lovely world full of trees. And that's not even the best part, as by utilizing a completely god tier synergy with flower boots, which can be found in jungle chests, you've just found yourself with an infinite tile generator in your first few days of playing. Like, you can rack these up fast. Oh, and I know what you're thinking. No, hay blocks unfortunately are sold with no value, meaning no infinite money farms for us today. Next up, we have by far the most bizarre edition of today's video, the Sandcastle Bucket. What a random item. Very simply, the Sandcastle Bucket sort of works like the Rubble Maker, but with only 4 sandcastles to choose from, and that's it. Yeah. And unlike the Rubble Maker, sandcastle selection is made by moving around your cursor and not by using the up and down buttons. So bit of a downgrade there. Either way though, if you want to further spice up the decorations around your world, the bucket has a 50% chance of appearing in water chests, so it's very likely you'll bump into this thing next time you're exploring. And so there we have it, a few of some of the most weird and wonderful Terraria tools I could find. Let me know down below if it's your first time hearing of some of these, and if you're going to go for any in your next playthrough. This has been sockrteez, and I'll see you in the next one.